wait for this to hit. Come on. Any moment now. Perfect. Alright. Let's go to announcements, and I'll ping everyone. welcome back, guys. Can I see our faces on there a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Wow, this is making me insecure about my lighting.
It's all right. You look great.
Let's retweet this real quick, and then we're good to go. How you doing, Christian? Can you everything good on your end?
Yeah, everything's good over here.
Fire. Let's get into it. Come watch our Pixie Chess Blitz Tournament live stream.
All right, guys, here we are.
Here we are.
We have a couple round 1 games starting and a couple play-in games starting.
Whoa. Okay, I forgot I'm in this tournament in the play-in.
Your tournament here.
I guess I'm gonna resign this tournament immediately, and we can just start watching some matches.
All right. Any of these stand out to you guys? We see Wes right here, our reigning champ, is waiting, so he has a bye.
Are there any crazy matchups? That's kind of what I'm interested in.
We got Shasan playing. We got Kedsi about to start. We got Outcraft about to start. Playing Nothing to Say. That's going to be a good game. That's starting right now.
Wow, Wes got a bye.
And then we have Stan Sifka. We have Touch Me.
We have Aki versus Iola.
XX.
Wow, these are some great matchups. Damn, it's kind of a shame I'm not in this game. Okay, I think Adam versus Patzer is going to be the best game. Patzer is third on the leaderboard, and Adam has won multiple tournaments, and these are both pretty hefty decks. So
both using.
Do you want to start there?
Free pieces.
Christian, do you have anything you want to start?
No, that one sounds good.
Let's hop into that one.
Both using free pieces. Adam's got the en passant pawn and a phase rook added in.
This is a big
And
decks.
Patzer has added in the Electro Knight.
Fire.
So we can go back really quick and just get a quick recap of the first few moves.
Okay, the
Standard
knight's
opening.
out.
And I just wanted to shout out the first tournament with the Shrike new piece that's been added
That
in.
came out today. All right, Adam, getting out there. He's got his Jin. I don't think that's his favorite role, but on the other side, Patzer pulled an Icicle, which that's going to be a tough piece to use. So I don't know. I think the Icicle is probably the worst of those two draws. It's a really powerful piece, but you have to be playing around it, and I don't know if Patzer is going to be ready. Patzer is one of the more mysterious top players on the leaderboard. Oh my god, wait, he's just tearing into him on that's Adam's bouncers up there.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so already a kind of a big lead right now for Adam. Oh my god. Yo, get to the soundboard. He's losing. This is crazy from Patzer. Patzer's the third best player on the leaderboard, but has not been playing tournaments lately. So maybe a little bit of rust coming out here. Christian, do you like our soundboard? Anything you want to hear?
I do like the soundboard. I'm surprised that I thought the bouncer was trapped. I thought maybe he'd play like Queen B6.
Yeah, I'm a little.
I thought he might hide that Jin over there too.
I'm a little surprised by this. A strong start right now for Adam. I mean, okay, here comes the queen. A lot of threats coming in. I don't know. It doesn't.
Because it's a bouncer, it can retreat, right? Like if it was a bishop, you have nowhere to go.
This looks like a pretty just up and dry great start for Adam.
I don't know about that. I mean,
interesting sacrifice.
Okay, cue the sound effects again. What is going on? This stream is gonna be so funny. These are some. We gotta just watch this game live.
I mean, interesting sacrifice.
Interesting sacrifice for sure. I guess it does. It basically takes out.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Christian.
Go ahead, Christian.
I was gonna say you have to think that like oh okay, never mind. He traded off. I was gonna say like if he could get Queen G4 in with tempo, that would have been nice. Oh, and now he's activating his Marauder, which he never wanted to.
No, he can't activate his Marauder because the queen's threatening, right? You have to take to trade.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even see that. Yeah.
So,
but if he sits back there too long, that Icicle is gonna get it.
Oh wow. So
if he keeps his tempo up, he's just gonna freeze his bouncer.
He's gonna freeze this bouncer. That would be brutal. That's gonna be really tough to deal with. You also think you really want to get this king castled for Adam here. It's just sitting out there in the open. This is not the Patzer that we kind of expected. Third best in the entire game right now. and possibly the alt account of a famous player I'm not going to mention, but there were definitely some expectations on this Patzer account for sure. Not the strongest start. Okay, here comes the trade.
Yeah, the rook's falling as well.
And now
I guess he just castled here.
I guess he castles here, and also I don't think you can't take the rook, because if you take the rook, I think you get frozen.
yeah, and I think
I see.
an alternative here is just getting pressure on him.
Wow. Okay, so he's just.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Good move. I think really good move there by Patzer, because now. Oh, I guess it's a phase rook though, so he's really fine. Damn, this is a really tough spot. The queen doesn't get frozen now because he got reset.
And now if you see this check here, he can maybe try to force him into freezing that queen, making it completely useless for the rest of the game.
And he does. No, not completely using. You can unfreeze by just spending a turn, so you're just trying to get a turn worth of tempo.
It's crazy tempo.
I don't know if there's a check.
Probably maybe E2 here.
A check here though. I kind of think you just protect the icicle now with the phase, but I could be off there.
All right, you could also use.
Oh, he got the freeze off fine. Wow. Okay, so the freeze is on. Let's see if he spends a turn to unfreeze. That gives Adam some serious time to reposition, a ton of tempo.
He unfroze.
He unfroze. So
wow.
Adam is just getting some free moves here. Let's see what he does next.
Check again.
Check again. He's gonna try to put another freeze down. I think he has to be able to find it here. No. I think so, because this will start another freeze. Oh man, here comes the freeze again. Wow, he's got him in an absolute spot right now.
In the icicle.
This icicle is crazy. What's it good? this queen is dead frozen right now. Oh my god. Okay, I think enough of that violent sound effect.
You gotta move back to the back rank.
Yeah, let's see here. This is gonna be.
It's gonna be another freeze. Really
unfortunate right now for Patzer. You have to think he's a little bit in a tough spot. Here comes another freeze.
What I like here is phase rook to e1.
Yeah.
It guards the icicle, and it also threatens checkmate on the e8 with phase rook e8.
Swinging all the way up through. Because remember, you can't capture through, but you can deliver checkmates through. So this is totally a big threat right now. Oh, I guess I should use an arrow here. Sorry to anyone watching. Damn, this looks like an absolute just demolition with his icicle. It hasn't been one of those pieces that people have been talking highly of, and
wow, and that's checkmate. No,
I think
that's checkmate.
Patzer gets knocked out in round one. What a show by Adam! Absolutely.
What a game.
What a game.
And let's see what we have updated here.
Let's go to the full bracket if you guys don't mind. All right, so Tech versus Touch Me. That's gonna be a good game. Zola versus Aki. Adam versus Patzer just wrapped up there. That should refresh in a second.
And Hathaway lost to Meow Meow.
I hate to see that. Stan Sifka versus Meow 37. What should we check in?
Should we check in? I mean, it's going to be late game. It's going to be very confusing to go into, but let's see. Let's see what we got going on.
So we got Stan on black here with a gunslinger and a camel and a rook.
Wow,
which of these positions do you like better? I know I'm just throwing you in here, Christian. But what do you think off the top?
Yeah, this one's kind of hard to process. I'm still taking a look at it. I think what's tough for White is the fact that his Marauder is still only moving one square.
Yeah, you need to get that up. But
I do like his position better. I mean, the camel seems like it's going to be tough to move in this situation. Okay, like when this rook takes, like the camel has no available moves right now.
Yeah, really tough spot.
So I definitely like White.
I think if you can just shift this rook over one, yeah, exactly, to e6, good spot for the rook. And I think this Marauder can just. Oh, we still have that arrow up there. I'm sorry. we can basically just walk this Marauder up here, and you got a pretty good start.
Yeah, I mean he has the option of I think walking the Marauder up and just promoting the pawn.
Yeah, this is looking pretty gnarly right now. Stan Sifka finding a way to win as always. This is what we kind of talk about with these camels. You know, they're such a weapon in the early game and in some of these tight, combination positions. But in a spot like this, really tough to deal with. Oh man, and it looks like we're coming in at the right time. Oh my god, this is gonna be a quick match.
And he can
takes
take
the
that.
rook. Oh my god, what a game. Meow37 is going to be knocked out in this first round. We got to work on our soundboard skills for sure. Just demolition right now. This is going to be mate in a second. 2 moves out. Stan Cifka moving on to the second round. What a performance. Really good game.
Yeah, and that's checkmate.
What was a complex position immediately turning into a GG. Wow. All right. Let's check the bracket. Looking pretty good so far. Stan Cifka versus Meow Meow. We're going to jump right now to Windy versus Wes. I think that's going to be a good matchup.
This one's ending. But that probably was a good one.
Yeah, I guess we can catch the end of this game.
Wow.
Oh.
So hard going into these in turn 50.
Black's got a Marauder, an Aristocrat, and a Queen versus a Basilisk and some pawns. You have to like Black here, right, Christian? Am I off there?
Which game are we on? I'm still on.
Nothing to say in Outcraft.
Yeah, Portcaz versus Outcraft. Wow, and Outcraft might lose this because I think I'm liking Black here by a significant margin, right? Am I off here? Black seems much more strong to me. I mean,
and he's just marching that gold pawn up.
Yeah, I mean, fuck the promotion. You can just win the game right there. Oh, am I allowed to swear on these? I guess it's kind of my company.
It's your company, man.
Let's see if he swings this Basilisk down right now. He doesn't. Oh, man. This just might be game.
Yeah,
so the nice thing is he can move the Basilisk to D4, right? Because the pawns can take.
Yeah.
Now he can't.
What a move! What a move! Oh my god. Nothing to say finds mate. Oh, that's going to be game. Oh, wow.
So if he takes the rook, he can just freeze the queen there.
Yeah.
Which stops the promotion.
And he's going to. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a move! What a move! Unbelievable! Oh my god.
And he's threatening draw here almost. There's very little for white to do in this position.
What Black needs to do is take the Marauder and just navigate on the light squares over and take the
Oh my god! Oh my god! Just so many. Okay, yeah, here comes this Marauder.
So yeah, Marauder C6, then to B5, then to A4, and then to B3.
Oh no, he moves the Marauder on on the black. This Marauder needs to stay on white and just come on down and cause damage here. Meanwhile, white's king is just running up the board. Outcraft is looking for anything here. Oh, this is going to get complicated fast. Okay, has to move this. This is looking like a win now for black again. Quick moves on the Marauder. Wow, ignoring it.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's
wow.
game.
That is going to be game.
And Outcraft is going to get knocked out
And he's
in round 1.
I hope he does it with the golden pawn. I want to see a golden pawn mate so bad.
That's golden pawn mate.
Golden pawn mate, come on. With the golden pawn. Yes! Wow, nothing to say. Oh.
Weird.
Bug.
That's not ideal.
Well, that is
well,
so
we can
awkward.
get a mate. We can get a mate here pretty quick. That's a weird bug, though.
We got a bug. Someone send feedback. Hit send feedback.
Review board real quick.
Review board. Send feedback. That's really awkward. Sorry, guys. Early days of this game.
All right.
I would call my co-founder, but he's in the tournament right now, so.
Let's refresh here. Get a good view of the full bracket.
That's a terrible look for this. Sorry, guys. We gotta go fix that.
So what do we got going on here? We got Captain Yumi, nothing to say, starting soon. We have this West Windy. Do you want to go?
Look,
Aki's game.
What'd you say, Christian?
We should check in on Aki's game.
Let's watch Aki's game.
Which one's Aki? Here? Aki.
Aki versus Adam. This is going to be a great matchup. All right, so we got Aki on the white now with the Bouncer, with the Gunslinger, an Anti-Violence Knight, and a Marauder. And meanwhile, Adam rocking the same deck with his Phase Rook, Marauder, and Gunslinger combo. So double Gunslinger from Pinatas here, it looks like. Unless I'm mistaken on those flips. Yeah. But, not the most volatile piece, the Gunslinger, but you're really looking for some specific spots where you can just kill multiple pieces at once.
It's good for Queen.
The nice thing about the Marauder is he can play D4 now and not worry about en passant or... Because ideally you want to capture something with your Marauder early on.
Yeah.
Anti-violence maybe would be good here, disabling 2 pieces.
Yep, swings it up. Aki's looking great here. This is, for those of you guys who don't have context, this is my co-founder, founder of Pixie Chess playing right now, so. I also think you could trade the I would, unless I'm totally tripping, I might trade the gunslinger, just like force a capture here. I think that would put you in a really bad spot if you're Adam, because that marauder is getting charged one way or another, or else you're winning a free pawn and change actually. So I would just trade there. I think you would get rid of the gunslinger to get a marauder. That marauder charge proc is just so valuable. That seems like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, I think I really like the move d4 here, because if black captures on d3, he can just take with his marauder.
Yeah.
And I guess black can't capture on d3 because of the anti-violence on f3.
Yeah. I really think Aki has some great moves here. Yeah, he goes for it. This is gonna put Adam in a really tough spot. Adam, who just had an incredible win.
I wonder. I wonder if we'll see the bouncers traded off, since they'll be staring at each other soon.
I think you have to trade right now with the bouncer. Oh, wow.
And wow.
See, I thought the much better move right now was to trade right there with the bouncer, but I guess that's just not what we're going to see. That seems to me like the right move, but we are live and rolling. Oh. Just resetting right here.
So wow. Now we got a good marauder here, which is a strategy that Josh likes to use in his tournament games as well.
I'm a big marauder player. I love the marauder so much.
And it's going to be smart to stay on white squares, I think, right, Christian? Just because, I mean, he just has the one marauder on white here, which is not propped up.
The white squares for black are extremely weak.
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, with the queen.
Oh, wow.
Wow, tons of pressure early. I wonder what he does now. I don't think you trade for this bouncer.
I like castling here. It's nice having an anti-balance in front of your king because it just makes it somewhat impenetrable.
I wonder if there's a good way to swing this anti-violence knight up too. Like I wonder if like d4 and then e6 could be a move for Aki, but something along that route. I guess now with this queen move, maybe like you're looking elsewhere. Aki just buying himself space and time.
I'm not sure.
No, I think it was a good move. He's protecting against this possible bringing the phase rook out. I think that was what I saw there at least.
I see.
Yeah. And Aki just taking his time now. I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing the bouncers traded off just because you have the marauder right there now.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, here comes one. I almost would have preferred that for Aki to do. Like, I think if Aki had traded that would have been more his spot.
Yeah, because then he can't even trade it without getting the marauder.
Yeah.
Procced up, and that would probably be that would be checkmate.
No, I guess.
I'm guessing he could probably just throw in his anti-violence pretty soon.
Yeah, makes sense.
Since black's pieces are all bunched together, like he'd almost want it to live on d6.
Yeah.
If he could.
d6 is great for right now, and he's protecting it from this this little outcrop on e5, so you can swing the knight up pretty far. But there's not really a good landing spot for right now. Wow, and. Black is just so tied up right now, but funnily enough, white doesn't really have a way to threaten any of that just because he doesn't have any more attacking knights left. So there's not really a way through this other than brute forcing. You know, there's not a way you can kind of punish this off the top unless I'm missing something.
Yeah, ideally, because the pieces are so bunched up, you would like to have a normal knight if you were white here.
Yeah.
He's offering the trade. I wouldn't take it if I was Aki.
Yeah.
He takes it.
Take it.
And that opens up that rook file.
Now I really wonder. I think if you're black too, you can take this gunslinger move. You can just trade it off. I think you just don't give Aki any room with the anti-violence, but.
And he could also kill the anti-violence right now with his gunslinger.
Yeah, and he does.
He trades it.
Forces a response there, and this might set up Adam getting his own marauder procced. Oh wow.
Was that? Well, I don't get why he didn't take his marauder there. That might be.
What do you mean take his marauder?
2 turns ago, was he not? Was his marauder not just in knight taking? The knight could have taken the marauder there on h7.
Oh yeah, was that just a miss?
For Aki, like h4 is an interesting move.
Yeah, I think blunders from both these players right now. Here comes the rook swinging down on a2. Yeah, I'm actually not really sure what just happened there. Seeing this play out now. You would have liked the Shrike to be on a less, like defensive spot. Okay, looks like Aki's just gonna try and force a promotion here. He's walking this up. Really interesting game so far. Not sure what I see here.
Yeah.
A little back so it gets your
Sorry
face.
about
No, you're good. It's gonna be tough for Aki to block the Marauder on black from getting procced because there's just so many pawns here, and if you're gonna fight back at all. So we might see both sides getting a Marauder stacked up. Looks like Aki's just gonna let him take these pawns. There's not really a great route.
If he takes, though, that's a really good avenue for his Marauder to proc.
No, exactly. That's
The problem right now is that black can just play phase rook h8.
Yeah.
And then try to trade off the knight or phase rook for the charge Marauder.
Yeah, exactly. And he does. Great read there. I'm fascinated right now.
Okay, I feel like that was the only move there, and he does it,
Ooh.
and that basically makes a queen. So we have a 6 range Marauder if he takes here.
Well, this Marauder's gonna get taken immediately by this knight. Yeah, Aki wisely not I don't know about wisely, but not giving up the Marauder. Now you're just in a really rough spot here. He just traded up that passed pawn for nothing. Swinging up now. I think he's kind of going for broke here, but just this E7 pawn is not in danger at all. It's got 3 things supporting it right now. It doesn't really feel like a weak point to me.
Yeah, it seems like the F2's the strike on S2 is getting weak. So at some point he'll probably play Gunslinger to C5.
Yep.
Hitting
There
that
it
pawn
is.
twice.
Yep. Really.
The nice response here though is that he can play either rook to D1 check.
Yeah.
And then try to coordinate his because it might even be mate, right? If he didn't block there, like if he went king to C7, then the Marauder would checkmate him on D8.
Yep. Here comes the defense right now. Great response there. I still don't really see it for white right now. Oh, getting dangerously close there. That pawn is almost pinned.
Okay, he's putting some pressure on that B7 pawn, and he's going for it.
He's going for it. That Gunslinger is charged up.
Is that?
And the rook is gonna fall here
That
now.
might be mate.
I mean, he could have just played phase
I don't
rook
know why he
H1.
went phase rook H1 there.
Phase rook H1 is mate.
I think that was mate.
And now it's gonna be mate again if you can find it here. I mean, this isn't even a phase rook. This is just a wide open mate. For anyone ever accusing Adam of being a botter, this is definitely not his finest game right now. And he's gonna find it. Checkmate. Aki's eliminated in round 2. An interesting finish there. Super complex. Let's keep it moving. Get back to the tournament. Wow, nothing to say on to the semis.
First semifinal. So Captain Yami falls. We got Kedshi.
We gotta watch Stan Sifka versus
Stan
West.
Sifka
That's gonna
West
be
starting
so
right
fire.
All right,
Wow.
just Christian, for you, we're gonna enter the Stan Sifka West game when it starts. It looks like they're selecting their pieces right now.
2 just incredibly dominant players. This is gonna be like, I think, for the tournament almost. Let me
And
just
who's
pull back.
Adam gonna be playing here? It's gonna be the
I'm just
winner
thinking
of Touch Me and
versus
Shite.
Touch Me is great. I don't know Shite that well. And I think Kedshi is still alive down here. Kedshi just knocked out Bin, and it's going to be Kedshi versus Shashan.
Both 2 strong players.
And then they're
Really.
going to play Nothing to Say here. So the whole Discord community is down on this bottom side of the bracket. Fire. We should can we add Aki to this call right now, and we can
Get the recap.
yeah,
the
get
player
the
interview.
recap. Let me add him in.
I don't think I'm friends with that.
I'll add him in on mine. Oh, can you add me in, actually?
Yeah,
Looks like the Stan Sifka game kicked off.
Let's jump into it.
let's jump in. That's not ideal.
Amazing. Is that gonna show up on the stream still?
Yeah, should.
Okay, cool.
All right, we're gonna spectate here. Christian, you can hear us all good?
Wait,
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm gonna add someone else to it, so.
It might start a new call real quick. All right. We're gonna get Aki in here in a second, just for a little recap of that.
All right, so the nightmare for West. Wow, what a piece to draw from this. And then Stan Cifka draws the gunslinger. So you're seeing so many gunslingers right now. This is like the third game in a row with the gunslinger. And
we got Aki in here.
And not wasting any time, Wes is moving this nightmare on down, looking to cause problems. This is like a classic opener. Stan is just shoving these pawns, creating some space for his multiple bishops and his queen. Like I like that a lot. This is gonna get pretty tight pretty fast. Got to
Yeah,
move.
Wes is trying to show everybody why the nightmare goes for 0.15 ETH.
Yeah, seriously. Aki, you're on this call.
Yeah.
We're live in front of our audience right now. You want to give us a little recap of that game, Aki? How did it go in your mind? We just watched it and spectated
Dude,
you.
I don't know what happened. I thought I was ahead all game, and then at some point I realized I'm down 2 major pieces, even though my Marauder is like upgraded to a queen.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm not sure where it went wrong. I gotta replay it. I gotta like analyze that game after.
That's really funny. Well, it was a joy watching you. Welcome to this is probably the match of the tournament so far. Both these players are on an absolute roll.
These are probably the two best players in terms of tournament performance. I mean, Wes has won.
So
he won the
many.
last one we streamed. He's won many tournaments.
Stan is brutal too. Stan's just amazing. Christian, what do you think here with this nightmare? Do you think a rook is a worthy sacrifice, or would you look for more here? Are you looking to maybe move it to -1 and try and threaten that bouncer?
Yeah, I mean, I like what Stan's doing in terms of getting space when you have a nightmare behind your pieces.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario when that's the case is if you play a slow opening, your king doesn't have a lot of squares to move, and the nightmare can cause problems. But
Yeah.
it looks like Stan values his opponent's nightmare more than his rook. I think it's a good move.
Yep.
Especially now, like look at this. Like when he takes with the gunslinger here, he's got a lot of pressure on that light square diagonal,
Yep.
so that when he moves d5, he'll have mate threats on f7.
Yeah. Wow. And what a turn already. You're totally right here. I mean, this is just going to set up kind of like a real hammer on this weak king side. I really like this for Stan so far.
Yeah, like even if he played c5 right here, it's already threatening mate 1.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised that Wes isn't moving to immediately respond to that. It's kind of a shame this iron pawn is 2 forward. I mean, this is the moment where you really would love an iron pawn right now. I think you kind of have to swing this king up. And even with all these trades now, this war automaton has just marched up the side of the board. So we saw Stan tweeting this week about how the war automaton was undervalued and showing some clips from it. And here he is utilizing it in the tournament, brings it in and just marches it up the side of the board here. So super
Oh,
interesting.
Looks like we're gonna see mate here.
That's
Oh
mate.
my god,
That's mate.
That's mate.
Wes just got mated in 18 moves.
Wes-
If Stan sees it, which I
Oh, I
believe
think
Stan
he
sees
will. I
it.
think he will. Wait, keep the soundboard. Can we get a little? Looking for mate here. Taking his sweet time.
He's just making sure.
Stan Cifka is, he's just double checking all these crazy ass pieces to make sure there's nothing he's missing. Am I tripping? No,
I
it's
mean, he'll certainly see it because that was the point behind c5.
Wow.
Dan Cifka cheeses out Wes, and that is gonna be on Wes's mind right now. Damn, I wonder if we should add Wes to this call too and ask him live.
Everyone who loses gets added to the call immediately.
Yeah, I mean, we honestly can ask him right now.
All right, what do we have going on right now in our tournament? We have a couple round 2 games still going. We have Adam still waiting for, or this might be not refresh. I think Adam's game should be started by now.
Wow,
No,
Shashan beat Cage Ketchy, so we got a crazy semifinal.
So we got this Touch Me Shite game still going.
Touch Me's up big on time.
Yeah.
I think maybe let's jump down and watch this semifinal that's about to start. Shashan versus Nothing to Say.
I think that's a good call.
Let's see when that opens up. Let's see if Wes wants to hop on this this live stream right now.
Yeah, so no games going other than this one. I think this one should be starting very shortly, so we'll just get ready to join that one here.
I think Wes is gonna be a little annoyed
It's starting right now.
to be getting called right after he loses. I was meaning to like call people in between their matches, but you end up just calling them right after you see them get checkmated.
I mean, we can maybe try to get Stan in here too while he's waiting for his opponent, because he's got a couple games to wait for actually.
We watched the game. Oh, should we add?
See if you can get Stan in
Let's
here.
call Stan. Stan.
And they're still picking their pieces. I guess while we're waiting, we can quickly look at this round 1 game that's still going, just see what's going on here.
Yeah,
Looks
I mean,
like
Touch Me's up big on time.
Yeah, Mo is up big on time here.
But Shite is looking pretty good positionally.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of pieces. He's actually lost 5 to Shite's 3, but Shite did lose a bouncer. He still has his bouncer here. Trying to see this Marauder also is procced up in range, so it's got 3 range here.
This might just be a win
So-
on time unless
Yeah, I mean,
White
he's
can
got
find something pretty crazy.
White looks like much stronger in position.
Oh, did he just blunder? He just blundered this this Marauder, and he's gonna see it. Shite moving in right now just blunders the Marauder. Unless
Yeah, I mean,
White
he's
can
got
find something pretty crazy.
White looks like much stronger in position.
Oh, did he just blunder? He just blundered this Marauder, and he's gonna see it. Shite moving in right now just blunders the
Oh,
Marauder.
yeah.
He probably just opened it on another site.
Yeah,
Like, he's gonna find something pretty crazy.
White looks like. Oh, it's Echo from Christian.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's from Mafia actually.
No, I think it might have been me. My
Sorry.
bad.
All good, all
Sorry,
good.
Aki.
No worries.
Aki's watching on it. That just gave us a panic attack. Like, oh
I
my
was like,
God.
what's going on to our screen?
All right, I think this has to be a win for Touch Me. If you just play it super safe here, I feel like this. Did he just proc that Marauder? Is that Marauder proc? Can I see the game?
The Marauder has
2. Holy
Queen.
crap! Oh my God. Okay, this might be a win for.
Wow.
Dude, take Bouncer here for sure.
I think you take Bouncer because that's
Bouncer is just mate.
that's
Yeah.
is that not mate?
Into.
Into. Queen back. Wow. Shite finds it. Touch Me eliminated.
Wow, and
This opening is a scam.
Here it comes.
wow,
What a
and
game. All right.
all he had to do was stay alive for 1 minute,
And he could
but
not-
Shite pulls through. Let's try to get into the semis match real quick. I
Yeah,
can't imagine
let's
it hasn't
do that,
started
yeah.
by now.
And we're
Yep,
going.
and it has started.
Let's see.
Both players playing with the golden pawn here. We got
Wow.
a fish and a sumo.
Nothing's
prop.
been traded too. What a treat for us. This is gonna be a great game. Yo, Aki, you there still?
Yes, sir.
We have an unfortunate bug. Nothing to say was in a game, and he promoted his golden pawn. It just did not work. So I'll send you the link to the game afterwards. He still won, but just didn't know.
Okay, hit me.
We were getting ready to like celebrate it, and then it got just didn't happen. All right,
All
here
right.
come the trades.
Any early thoughts on this opening here, Christian, as we enter into this game?
I think the thing that stands out
Yeah.
to me the most, really quick, Christian, is just that Nothing to Say has to deal with his sumo rook. He pinata into a sumo rook. So to me, you have to find value somehow with that sumo rook because you're down a big, just sort of a really valuable positional piece in the early and mid game. Like rooks aren't that useful in the mid game, so you got to figure out something with the sumo rook.
Yeah, it looks like White has much more natural structure and development, right? Like where is Black's king gonna go?
Yeah.
Maybe Castle's short side, but his light score is already weak over there.
He's gonna castle short side. Yeah, the strike is already procced, and then the bouncer just has so many great threats right here. Like this to me is super worrying. I don't like this at all. And you can actually just swing this knight over here, I think.
I guess the upside for Black right now is that they have a lot of control of the center.
Yeah, these pawns are pretty fire there.
The sumo actually has like a pretty nice file, no? That it can
Play down.
Yeah,
Play
the
it on.
C-file's wide open. And you could even take your regular rook over there, too.
I would love.
It's crazy actually, because if he bumps that pawn back and the other pawn takes the sumo, the bouncer, well, I guess had a line down to the queen.
Oh, you're saying, like, over here to B4, and then that bouncer, yeah.
Makes
Yeah, yeah,
sense. Yeah, I definitely want to see something in this bouncer. Okay, wow, just firing down on these king sides. This knight is moving quick, has forked the queen and the marauder. I wonder if we'll see something happen here.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
He can bring his other rook over with check.
here it comes.
Yeah.
And then this is just a really awkward spot to have this sumo in, basically. It's kind of what we're talking about, I think, a little bit here.
Yeah, the sumo is actually blocking that, which is
And ironically, you could get out of this check by knocking your own king all the way to h8. But maybe we're sort of just overrating this sumo. I mean, it seems like these players are just ignoring it. Their priorities are in the middle and on the attack. Not sure who I like more still, Christian.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think like things I don't like about White's position is the fish on A3 doesn't really have any moves.
Terrible, yeah. And that's such a powerful
but-
piece, too. And it's such a powerful piece in this specific setup. I think you really need to get that piece involved and look to just hunt some of these more powerful pieces.
Yeah.
there's really only one valid move for it too.
What else were you going to say about this setup, Christian?
I was gonna say he's also like the fish now is especially not able to move because the knight would be hanging. So I think Black's doing a good job of sort of giving the White's pieces roles, like defending each other. And he has more space in the center.
Yeah. Powering up to attack this this pawn. Here comes the knight back again. Aki, anything come to mind here? Who do you like more?
I think I like White a little bit more just because Black has two pieces that haven't been moved from their starting positions yet.
Yep, makes sense.
I
There's
really
a
want to see Black involve
Okay,
that
so-
sumo.
And there we go. Your
So-
wish is answered.
On move here. Oh, never mind. Hold on.
Sumo's out.
yeah. They're doing a little bit of a pirouette here, just threatening each other, moving back, dancing in. It's a very elegant dance going on right now. Interestingly enough, this sumo is now creating some pretty interesting threats here. It's getting a little
Yeah.
complicated.
Looks like
One
Shasama's
thing
an
that White
entire
needs to be
fork there.
conscious of is if that Marauder moves away from the G2 square, there's a mate with Queen takes G2.
Yep. The threat here is just crazy. Now it's gone because the knight is blocking.
So
so-
the knight's hanging on C2. Let's see if White sees it.
You mean if
Well, I
black
think
sees
this knight is gunning for that Marauder, right?
You see if black sees it?
Yeah, Black sees it. The knight hanging on C2.
Just,
He can even take the Marauder first and then take the knight.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
The problem though is that then the okay, so
Oh, he
Yeah,
saw it.
he
He
saw
saw it. Wow. Okay, the knight gone. Nothing to say here with a good start. You could definitely threaten the queen now with this sumo rook, but maybe just fuck this sumo rook at this rate. If this queen moves away, it's mate again. Needs to get something with the queen, though. It's in danger now.
I almost liked this more there at that position,
so
but
he's threatening to take H6 right now with the bouncer.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of pressure right now on this black king. An interesting move there, but just not a lot of pieces that it can support. The bouncer can't get over to these black squares. Your Marauder is not procced. It's out of position. Just a ton of pressure coming in. I wonder if you now move this, try and trade off this sumo rook right here, because I just don't see too much else you can do. Oh, I don't know if I like this move. There's just so much pressure right now on the king, on black's king.
that's good. That pawn was hanging for a while there.
Yeah.
He moves that up,
Wow, offering to trade Marauder and bouncer.
which I don't think you take, but
Moves to
Yeah.
safety. You can take it. You can reignite that same position, and he chooses to do
Okay,
so.
so
But
the
not,
queen can check here on D3. I don't think he saw it.
on D3. Yeah, you're right. But now he can't.
No.
And he really wants to trade this.
Oh yeah, D3 would have been lethal, right? It would have.
Yeah, I mean D3, and then because that's a sumo, you have to feel like the F8 square is undefended.
yeah.
It's
This brings the rook down. Yeah, I wonder if you try and do something that getting. I think we're talking too much about this goddamn sumo, but just trying to move that pawn up, you can whack it all the way to at E3 and cause some threats there. They are just. Yeah, I really like sumo now.
The difference, though, is that would block this square right here, and we do see a really good pressure here, I think.
Yeah,
from
that makes a lot of
From that
sense.
bouncer.
Okay, now I really like this. Nothing to say is finding some value with the sumo. This is so fascinating. What an amazing
Yeah.
endgame this
Wow.
is. This is just a treat to watch.
Black has gotten themselves in a
You
really
could
trouble.
sumo the pawn to e2, right? If you
Yeah.
wanted to get
Yeah.
additional tempo and threaten the rook on d1.
Exactly.
Regardless, there's just really no attack left for white here. I think that
No, I think white has a
most of their, I feel like, access to the king has now been blocked by this very central, powerful marauder pawn.
and the pawn cover.
And then they
Yeah,
also
that
have
makes
this
sense.
file completely owned.
I don't know if I love it though for black. It's not like it's the most safe position anymore because you really have nothing supporting the king. Like there's a bouncer back there, and then no other piece can really get involved. I mean, the queen can swing all the way back to like, e6, f7, g8, but I just can't imagine that's useful. If you're somehow get your queen over
I'm
to
curious why you didn't sumo
F5,
that.
yeah.
I feel like that was an interesting move, but we'll see how it pans out.
yeah, I
It's
think
still putting a ton of
I
pressure.
think
right
that
down
was a
bishop.
mistake. I think that was a mistake in my mind. I think the sumo move was way stronger there. Okay, here, this is what I'm talking about. Not much support anymore. And remember, this pawn does not promote if it gets sumo to the end. It has to move under its own will. So maybe just an error from nothing to say on how this works. You have to walk a piece down to promote.
If I'm not wrong, I think he can just take the bouncer with the pawn.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And then if white doesn't take back, maybe play rook c1.
Yep.
He took it with the okay.
Take it with the
that's a
rook,
strong
yeah.
move too.
Now he's going to try and force this trade.
Definitely take with the fish.
I think you just move.
But
Ooh,
nice.
Wow. Great move.
Oh wow.
I didn't even see that one.
Unbelievable.
I didn't even see that one.
Oh my god, he bounces it off a4. What
So
a
the
move.
marauder's nice. Now you can at least check on the light squares.
I mean,
Oh man.
you can just push that
I
now.
think you just push that, yeah. But this sumo rook is useless in this position.
Push the pawn?
No. Oh,
Funny
no.
enough,
The
you can't
queen.
take the sumo rook because of the bouncer.
Oh, true. Wow. Oh my god, the sumo's protected. Wow, we're out
I
of our
guess-
depth here.
The goal for him should be to just keep checking, but
Yeah.
obviously it just runs out with h8.
And this might be a little grim right now. I think he just marks that pawn down. No messing around with the sumo rook. I like it from nothing to say here. If he moves his pawn forward, he'll be protecting the sumo
I
again.
think you just move your queen up here, get him in check,
No,
and then
no,
you get a
no.
promotion for a checkmate
I
now.
think you just promote here to open
Fair.
that up, yeah. I mean,
I just don't want to give him any tempo there. I think you had a full checkmate, but
I don't think it matters at this point. Nothing to say is headed to our first final, and he's gonna sweep
that's
that up with
game.
the bouncer.
congratulations.
And G3 will do it.
To nothing to say.
Game
That's
over.
game.
Wow. Shasan with a great finish, though. This is going to be one of his higher tournament placements as of lately. What a game. A really complex finish. Nothing to say heads to a final. Stan Sivka knocks out
Still
West,
waiting.
which we saw, and still waiting on this other side of the bracket.
So this is there's 3 games left. There's this one, then the semifinal.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of time for nothing to say to sit there and kind of watch these matches, see how these guys play, what decks they're running.
And once again, another game in this where you get this sumo in this awkward pinata spot, and I don't think it's super comfortable for these players. It's interesting how one of the reasons that the pinata is so valued is because it can spawn a rook in that spot, which is EV. But with there not being many rooks in the game right now, I mean, it's just not the best roll if you get a sumo there. That's a really valuable piece. Wow, Adam is just striking deep right now.
And again, Christian, I know we're kind of bringing you into a very late game, but I mean, any initial thoughts looking at this?
It has to be black in my mind, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it looks like White's going to have a tough time developing because the sumo rook on b1.
Did you just leave that pawn hanging though?
Yeah, on c.
I wonder if
Yeah,
we'll
I
see
guess
that.
take on c6.
Yeah, I guess you can just move this knight back though, so we'll see.
How charged is the marauder on e5?
On e5.
It's not.
It's got three.
charged.
It's got
oh,
3
wow,
range,
yeah, okay. This is
yeah.
not a.
Okay,
This is not a
So
late
that's-
marauder. That's a
that's fortunate.
more argument for black right now. This is a strong start for black. One thing I like for black maybe is h2.
For black?
2.
Yeah, Marauder
Yeah.
to h2.
Mm.
I see.
I also just like trading off these rooks as soon as you can right now. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I would.
I guess the problem with Marauder H2 is it leaves that pawn undefended, right?
Yeah,
That is starting right now.
that makes sense. Damn, this looks like a really bit of a tough spot. I like just moving this rook down now on this H file.
Yeah, I mean, he might want to keep the knight, so maybe he checks first.
Yeah, that's fair. Either way, there's a lot of
E3 is thinking, yeah.
D3.
I like checking with the knight and then taking with the queen on E3.
Yeah, that looks good.
Ooh, I like that as well.
Checking with G3.
Yeah, knight G3 and then queen takes E3.
Afterwards, yeah.
And then obviously if he moves to the back to the G file, he can just do some discover check.
Yeah, and we'll see power here that can range up to there. We have this. We have so much power here.
Whoa.
He doesn't go for that move there.
Yeah,
Instead,
Whoa.
he sees mate in 3 or mate in 2. He's
Yeah.
gonna check with the Marauder on G3 and then checkmate with it on F2 after.
What a finish right now. This is gonna be crazy.
Now if King H1, he can just take the pawn on H3.
This is an incredible finish right now.
The queen!
I think we're banned from soundboard use right now.
That was a nice find. Like he found that sacrifice quickly. I didn't see it.
Yeah, we're gonna get involved in this too.
that queen right there. He's like, oh, any sacrifices?
Can he do mate here? Let's see.
The queen!
Sacks the queen.
So on I guess he can checkmate him in one at King H1. He can
Yeah.
just checkmate with a knight.
Yeah.
What a finish here. See if he'll swing in the rook or end it with the marauder. We need to get custom sound effects of like the marauder. Oh wow, what a game. And Shite is gonna find a win here. What a performance from him, ending a crazy run from Adam too. Adam was playing a great tournament up until now.
Yeah, I think it highlights how tough that role is, the sumo rook and B2.
Yeah,
It just makes it so hard to develop.
it's true.
Because
normally
maybe if White were to use the epi pawn earlier,
Yeah.
and maybe like get the A file up, and that would have been helpful.
yeah.
But sumo rooks are tough to develop.
This is a tournament where everyone is using the pinata since it's on the free rotation. So I just feel like if you're going to use that pinata, you have to be prepared to change your game plan a little bit about what pieces you roll. And we're seeing that, I think, in back-to-back games now, the players that don't get punished a little bit. But I guess nothing to say. Found a win. He's just going to resign there. He sees it. Shite is moving on. Wow.
Wow, and I've never seen
I've
this
never
player
seen
before.
this player. Yeah, this
so,
is a new player, an incredible run in this tournament. So
we're gonna get Stan versus Shite. Let's see if Shite can keep up
Yeah.
his magical Cinderella run, because
Seriously.
Stan is going to be the tester here. I
that's
think.
the test for sure. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait.
Let's should we look at his profile? See, I wonder how much he's
let's check
played.
his win rate and stuff. Let's check this guy out. 69 matches, 52% win rate, and he has a Basilisk in the tank here. So I don't know if it's the play you'd really expect, but 100 games played.
Did he burn it
sometimes-
for this tournament?
No, it's still alive. He burned one for the Daily Pixie a couple
Yeah.
days ago.
Okay.
This is still in his wallet. These
Yeah.
other ones are
Okay.
previously burned. But a player who likes to play along these diagonals.
He likes the bishops.
He
Yeah, you
likes-
could just, go ahead and close that, just so we don't go back to
Yeah,
it.
sounds good.
And yeah, we still got nothing to say waiting.
Close it up. One thing about this is that I feel like nothing to say versus Stan. That matchup has happened once or twice, and I think Stan Sifka is 2-0 all time versus nothing to say in a tournament setting. So if you're nothing to say right now, if you're Portgiz, you have to be being like, okay, I want Stan to get upset here.
Yeah. Well, big congrats to Shite. Guaranteed 0.13 ETH payout regardless.
Seriously, yeah.
Do you want to see if we can get nothing to say in the call?
Yeah, let's text him and see
Give
if
him
we
a
can get
message
in
and
his-
see
in
if
his
he
finals.
wants to talk about this game before we go into finals.
Okay,
And
right
this
now.
game is starting. Still picking their pieces, so we might be a couple minutes there. I guess any thoughts going forward here? You guys got any predictions on who you think's gonna win this tournament right now? We got Stan, we got Shite, and we got nothing to say.
Hard to bet against Stan. I
Yeah.
think he's probably the, especially in traditional chess, probably the strongest player. I don't think there's, at least publicly, anybody who's an FM or stronger
Yeah.
other than him.
We're not playing regular chess, are we?
No,
The funny thing about Stan though is it seems like he was like built in a lab for Pixie chess, because not only does he play chess well, but I think he also plays Hearthstone,
yeah.
Magic the Gathering, and other associated games. So he may be better than if an international master or somebody stronger played Pixie chess.
Yeah, but we have seen some losses from him. I mean, he for someone who's won so many tournaments, he consistently makes deep runs. He also loses really early. I mean, he lost the daily 3 days ago on a pilgrim, which was just like he got to an end game where the opponent had a pilgrim and just got crushed here. So he's an incredible player and super built for deep runs. But we have seen some rolls. Wow,
And that's just a great proc for Stan right there. I mean,
man,
Yeah.
that's
what
a
a
really
roll.
good roll. But it is funny. It's one of those spots where you're gonna have to change your game a little bit around it. But I think Stan's been practicing on the anti-violence knight. He's a player that loves that piece. So.
I'll also say I think it is nice for Shite to get a bishop on the same file as his Marauder, because
Yeah.
otherwise like that black square is going to be really weak early in the game, and now he can kind of protect those squares too.
Truly, yeah, that makes sense. But you do hate to see no knight versus the anti-violence knight, because the anti-violence knight does get countered by a knight, so you really have one knight really to try and hunt this piece down. Can't wait for this game. This is going to be a real treat. Wow, I'm excited.
I have seen a couple of players. I think when you play a lot of regular chess, there's a lot of like muscle memory that goes into playing that can hurt you in Pixie chess, because you feel unduly comfortable because of how many regular games you've played.
Yeah,
And I think we saw that with Stan on that mate that he like triple checked. Because Pixie chess does require slowing down and looking for moves that aren't available in classical chess, and playing too quickly can hurt you even if you're much stronger than your opponent.
I like this opening from Shite. He might get punished for it, but oh no, I thought he was going to try and open up this pawn on e7 and look to do an early trade on this war automaton. I thought that would have been a strong move right now, punishing Stan for using the war automaton. You trade early with the epi, you open up that file, but looks like he's not going to do that. So maybe a missed opportunity there, but I also like Shite just developing. We've seen people not really develop against Stan and get punished off of it. Getting the knight out early too is good to try and counter the anti-violence. And this is a great move. I really like this. This is one of the good counters to an anti-violence. The way you can just stop its movement is just by putting pieces on the tiles it wants to go, and it makes it really hard for that thing to get around since it can't capture.
And a little bit of analysis on this new piece, the Shrike. What are we thinking about placing it all the way on the A file? I don't know about that, because I just don't think there's as much action over here.
It's fun.
I haven't played with it yet, but I would prefer it somewhere towards the center to take away the opponent from moving a pawn to like your fourth rank, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's fun.
I almost think of it as like a cannon. Like you have that 2 pawn open and it will kill anything in front. So it's like those zones you can't put pieces there if you're not willing to lose them to a trade with that.
I think I would have preferred it kingside if you're going to put it on either end of the board, because at least that way if your kingside gets threatened, you can just use it to defend anything that's trying to sit up on like h5. But
I guess the other nice thing with it though is that it does take away, like when you're playing as a white, the knight often likes to come to g4.
Yeah.
So taking away that square is nice, especially since it's a pawn getting it.
So I think that one's good. I'm just curious about the A7, if that's even going to get used. That A7
Christian,
one right here.
you're saying about Stan's.
About the
Oh,
G2.
and now he just lost his Shrike. That's just a normal pawn now.
No, I mean it's okay. He's protecting his queen right now because this anti-violence is going to swing up and
It's good. It's
and
just
open up that.
the
file.
Shrike has no power anymore. He
I
just
mean,
could have had a normal pawn there.
Yeah, that's okay though.
And that's kind of what I was saying is like putting it there. I feel like you need to use that pawn a lot, and you're not oftentimes early game going to see pieces over here on that A file on the edge.
I much prefer Stan's position of his Shrike, but for what it's worth. The other thing I don't really like from these players is not getting the Marauder up. In a game like this, I feel like you want to get the Marauder up, but I will say the anti-violence knight is one of those pieces that really, really counters the Marauder in the early game when it's not procced. Here comes that dancer. Not much room to check the king right now.
So both players have developed everything but their rooks and their Marauders.
I think we'll see probably e3 here.
We do see very similar positions on both sides of the board. Just obviously a difference between that anti-violence and that dancer.
Interesting. Swinging his Marauder over to g1.
I wonder what his thought here is. He's going to try to develop it out on the H file.
I think he's protecting. I guess a little bit this Shrike because there's that.
Yeah, the Strike is getting attacked by the bouncer.
Yeah. Wow. have your pick right there. Great move. I wonder how Stan's gonna react here. That's incredible.
I would probably. I mean, I guess he's probably gonna want to move his. I guess he's willing to trade the bouncer for a knight.
I think you trade the anti-violence in my mind, but I could be off here.
I guess. Yeah, first you would probably want to trade the dancer for the knight, and then take.
Yeah.
But even still, I guess.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, this is gonna get crazy with this war automaton. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
That almost feels like a free piece for the Marauder, no?
Yeah, I think so actually, because now you have to trade real quick if you're shite. You need to kill something else to get this Marauder out of the way.
Oh, because that
The
automaton's
Marauder
just
is
gonna
marching down,
march
yeah,
out.
and he does. Wow, he doesn't take the anti-violence. He takes the bouncer. Okay, what a spot here. And now, Shite can get this Marauder procced quite easily. Oh my god, what a
Yeah, I
spot.
think G6 into walking that Marauder over is.
The strike is hanging right now, right, to the bouncer.
No, because the Marauder's defending it, no?
Oh, the Marauder's defending it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I keep thinking it's translating it to a bishop.
I'm trying to see like if he does come here.
I'm surprised he's not jumping at G6 like Aki was saying.
You can just cast along at some point.
Castle long right now would be totally favorable. The only thing about castling long is it does. Oh wow. It does provide a great spot for this anti-violence to just get to like weasel into a really gnarly spot here. There's a couple like little pockets if you castle alongside that are just like really great for this anti-violence. There's not really much to kill it except retreat.
Wondering if it's the motivation for F6 is to develop his Marauder. It's gonna be tough though if the anti-violence comes to D6.
Yeah, D6 is what he's looking for. D6 is actually easier because you can just swing this queen back to.
Oh, that's true.
But I don't know if you want to do that here.
Okay,
Okay.
that
Yeah,
changes the board a lot.
I don't know if I like that actually for Stan, unless I'm missing something. I think you just move the queen.
He's gonna capture with the pawn, I think at some point. But
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Now he's threatening the Marauder, but not really because that's protected. But
Yeah. Bring this up here. Stan making great work right now with this. With his anti-violence, and you have to wonder if to me I thought Shite had a really clear path to just getting that Marauder proc, but maybe I'm missing something. And this is quickly moving away from any shenanigans resulting in G6, so we are in a different game right now. Here comes this Marauder, moving away from the rook.
I think Black needs to develop their Marauder sooner than
I
later.
know, yeah, this is getting a little bit crazy, especially because you have this pawn sitting. Oh wow, I really don't
Okay.
like that. I really don't like that.
like, yeah, what's the point? Now your Marauder like has really there's nothing for it to
I
take.
think that's a blunder. I played enough of this game. I'm not as good as these players, but I think that's a huge blunder right there for Shite not getting that Marauder
He's
proc.
probably just wanted to get rid of the threat of promotion, but
Yeah, I get it. I just didn't want to get in a sticky spot. I mean, Stan is a player that will cause problems right now, but you got to get that Marauder moving eventually, I think.
And, yeah, I mean this anti-violence. If you look, it's not going to allow this pawn to capture, so we can just kind of
Treat it
march
off.
over.
Yeah, there's some really unfortunate spots here with this anti-violence. I think you got to do something really quickly.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Now he's forcing him to either trade a queen or let him upgrade his pawn. There's no other option.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great move.
I
from
even wonder if
Stan.
you... Wow.
You either trade queen for an unupgraded
You
Marauder.
can't defend this though by moving the Marauder because the bouncer has the bounce off the wall here. Not anymore now.
But even so, the Marauder goes up and he's next to the anti-violence. He can't kill.
No. If you move the Marauder, the bouncer is defending the pawn on
I see what you're saying.
D5, but he didn't do that. So
He didn't.
I think Shite's missing a couple moves here that I would have liked to see. I don't understand this bouncer move as much. It doesn't feel the best to me. I guess he's threatening the Shrike, and then he's gonna still defend that from.
White needs to be careful not to move their Marauder here because they could get mated with a queen G1.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah,
Oh,
that's really
I didn't even see that. Okay, that's a good point.
Wow, good find, Christian.
Great find.
That bouncer just unloads into the back. He's gonna swoop up some pawns here. Man, I don't love having this anti-violence deep in the opponent's base and breaking up all these pawns. I mean, that is like it's just such a nasty spot for it to be against Stan. Like, that's not what you want. It's not one of the things you want to give Stan. He's just so good at calculating that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if you see him do that, because that's gonna stop the queen from.
It's not gonna stop though, because even though the queen can't capture, the queen.
It won't.
Can
Yeah, it won't stop the checkmate.
It won't stop the checkmate. Yeah.
But it now allows him to move this queen, his white's queen, without, like, now he can use that for pressure, because it doesn't need to be protected. The Marauder doesn't need to be protected
that makes
anymore.
sense. Moving it
And now the
back.
Marauder needs to be protected again.
So I guess he can move the Marauder up now, and this is now indirectly attacking the bouncer. The bouncer will just take on b3, but
And it
Oh, he doesn't
take.
see it.
So it looks like he's gonna.
he's arguing that he can charge his Marauder if he
Yeah.
takes.
I think.
Would you take that Marauder charge?
I think
for,
you totally take it.
for a
yeah.
bouncer. What do you think,
definitely
Christian?
think you take it.
I mean, what's the value
I
of a
think
3-square Marauder
I
versus
think
a
White's
bishop?
gonna respond by with anti-violence to d6.
That doesn't seem like
to-
that great of a trade for Stan. But once again, you're okay here if you just move this Marauder 1 to the side, unless I'm missing something.
Well, no, but then you're still losing the bouncer for it. So
No,
he's okay with that
No,
trade.
but I think
A nice move here is now you can play b4 at some point after taking the bouncer, but you can take b4 and that frees up the rook to do other things.
Yep.
Oh wait, I just realized that strike is not a white pawn. That's a black strike.
We got some work to do on Glared on our side. Okay, so this Marauder's procced.
But he can't attack. He can't
can't
take that
attack,
E2
yeah.
pawn, which I mean wouldn't be great for a setup. But
Wow, what a finals.
Yeah, so this move is to hopefully check on g6.
it also protects that.
Here
That
comes the
Marauder.
check.
Oh wow!
Finally.
Oh my god,
And that's
that's
just
the game!
that's a blunder right
That is
there.
the game right there!
Yeah,
Such
Wow.
an easy move to miss.
Forgot
Kind of
about
like
that
the early
strike.
pawn with knife moves.
And
Oh,
Stan
it's
had that
just
pre-cued.
Oh
He
my
knew he was going to
God.
make that blunder.
Oh my god. What a game winner for Stan. It's crazy because up until that point, I think Black was winning, for me at least.
And now I think we have a check here. I don't know if he takes that immediately, but that's
That has to be game. I mean, what a disaster. You lose a bouncer and the Marauder. I mean, what a massive swing. That's about an 11-point swing here, and you have to think that this is now GG.
I mean, let's see. I mean, we've seen Scheidt come out of worse spots, but he's very low on time. Both players low on
An
time.
interesting thing is I was gonna say that pawn was pinned on d6 or on c6, but
Yep.
I guess you don't want any checks on d1, so maybe just keeping that Marauder there is fine.
Oh, and he's threatening the mate here. Because Rook won't be able to defend if he just gets that queen over onto
Yeah,
c8.
No, Marauder is in a nasty spot here.
I mean, this is mate right here if he can
No,
get
no,
it.
it isn't, because the king can take. Instead, you're thinking
Oh,
this,
you're right.
and then that.
You're right.
So,
He does have time now to go to d7, yeah, with the queen.
that's really nice.
But you'll just see the rook move to c8. And then you could disable that with anti-violence to
Anti-violence
c7.
again.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Finds the check there.
I would just use the pawn here to block. Just play b4.
Yep. Nice and simple.
The
Man,
only
that's
asset that
that's
Black
gonna
has
be
right
game
now
on
is
time. I
the
didn't realize Shark's at
check.
2 seconds. This is gonna be
And,
be
yeah.
over unless he has a pre-move set up. So you just gotta check the king.
He does pre-move. He pre-moves.
They
the
both,
king.
yeah.
And yeah, this is going to come down to time. As long as Stan can just deliver a check here or something.
So
It's looking
I
like
guess
it's
the
gonna-
queen
oh,
can take
and
that.
that's
He's
time.
probably just bugging, but
That is time, not mate, but it is
Wow,
time.
what a finish there. Oh man, you had to think that Scheidt had that up until that blunder on with the Shrike and the
Especially
Marauder.
with the amount of time left. I mean, if he was able to get a series of checks there with that
Yeah,
Marauder,
that was crazy.
I think he could have defeated Stan. But alas, Stan stays alive.
Stan stays alive.
Hey, and big congrats to Scheidt. First tournament run that we've seen.
Performance
Incredible
from Scheidt
run.
and Shenson today, but we are ahead to the final now.
I think that was Stan's hardest match of the day too.
Stan's been looking a little shaky, but once again, just barreling through this bracket. I mean, I had some stylish mates for sure.
And the only difference here, we got obviously the golden pawn Hopefully it works this game if it comes down to it.
Yeah, Aki, it's gonna be mad unfortunate if that happens.
If it happens,
Trading the bouncers here and activating Black's Marauder is tough.
Oh, whoa, we missed the start of this game.
yeah, I didn't realize they picked pieces of that. So it's turn 1. We got a bouncer
He
trade
traded
here.
and he traded and procced the Marauder.
Oh wow, he has 2 Marauders though.
Oh, and
If
one
he-
of them's already procced, no?
Yeah, that one's procced. If he hadn't done that, this guy was. I mean, if he hadn't done that, Stan was
Stan
screwed.
Sifka, welcome to another title. Wow,
I can't believe he would do
I
that.
don't love that from Porkus from Nothing to Say.
I mean, obviously the fear is that you're going to lose castling rights if he initiates the trade,
Yeah.
but I think that's worth not procking
Absolutely.
one of his 2 Marauders. That's so low mobility to
White
start
is
the
moving
game.
really fast here. I just think that Marauder is going to be so dangerous now.
And again, we see the Shrike lined up on the Rook file.
It's like two Marauders also are really nasty together. That's like one of the worst combinations to play against because they can just sit next to each other all day.
Good thing to note really quickly is the Shrike, although I was crapping on it a little bit, if this gets procced again, he kills it, and that's a free pawn right there. Open
Not
up the
really,
file.
because the Marauder and the Queen are covering it. So I think Stan would be more than happy to do that. I
If the
mean,
queen moves, though.
no, if it goes one more forward,
The king move is interesting.
you have so much power there.
But only if the queen's still in that file and that Marauder is
No,
moved.
if there's a capture that happens like right now, it's gonna happen. It's gonna move up. I just don't think you can move the Shrike right there. It's not a great move for the Shrike.
Yeah, king F8 was interesting. I didn't see that coming.
Why did Stan do that? Do you know?
I have no clue.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess because he has the War Automaton, he can play Rook H6, so it's not like it's going to hurt him in a developmental standpoint.
Yeah.
Because of that file being, or him having so much space in that file, I guess it doesn't really make sense for him to castle the Rook inward.
Yeah, and there's that Shrike play I
There's
was
that Shrike
talking
move,
about.
yeah.
I mean,
Now it is blocked by this knight.
it's blocked by the knight, and that's the non-procced Marauder, I think. So yeah, it's that Marauder is like a king in movement, so it's double blocked.
Here
This
comes that
Marauder is now
strong
putting some
Marauder.
pressure over here, over here, over here.
This pawn right here. Nothing to say. Wisely not trading off these pawns here, but it just puts you in a really tough spot when you can't trade pawns.
And, yeah,
I
the
think if I'm
Marauder.
white, I'm eventually playing Cardinal to B3.
Cardinal to B3. And the Marauder's such a unique piece because it's so weak when you start, but it can really snowball into just such a powerful piece. I mean, even though it's already procced, you still don't want to be taking this pawn here because it's just like you're going to turn it into a queen.
So we're in agreement right now. Material wise, white is down immensely now.
I mean, they both have lost a bouncer and a on-like piece, but I think the difference in material is just the Marauder charge.
Yep.
And that Marauder charge is, I think, a big difference.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm
I'm
not sure
I
what this trade is
understand
here.
This trade, yeah.
Because now, yeah. Okay. Okay, oh, and he's threat. Okay, so now he's removed those threats, so if Marauder takes, Queen can take. It's a pretty good move, actually.
I mean, I don't know.
You just got to move his Marauder
You
now.
can just bring the other Marauder.
I mean, like, even if he just moves his Marauder to E5, the other, which he did, Marauder on E3 isn't charged, so it immediately creates a threat.
Yeah, this is not. I think not looking ideal for white. This might be a fast end here. I just don't know if I see much that I like for white.
I think we'll see Queen E2.
And we see
Or
Queen
I guess
B3.
Just you want your queen to be somewhere like H7 or, but it's not going to be a problem for Stan. He can just move his king to E7.
Mm-hmm. And it's so protected. I mean, it's hardly a spot where you're in danger. You have all these Marauders. You can just fucking, feed them to the beast. You can sacrifice them at will. It's totally fine.
We see another threat on the Marauder here.
Yeah, he's really trying to do some damage to these Marauders.
And I think
I don't love this though. I just think you don't
Yeah,
trade
you should move
bounces in a
back.
scenario like this.
that bouncer play was just
Disaster start.
poor.
Yeah.
But we see White just trying to get a little bit of tempo back here.
Trying to put some pressure.
Yeah, he's arguing that he can win the strike here. But once the king goes to e7, it's going to be very hard for him to attack it because he only has an uncharged marauder and a light square cardinal. The cardinal can move back, which I guess changes things a little bit, but yeah, the king's super safe there. And the more that it's a smart move by Stan because the king's even more safe the more pieces they trade off.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be really... Is there even a way out of this right now? You have to trade here?
Don't have to trade.
I think you do, no?
No, you can just go down here.
No, but then you check down here and take the rook.
That's true. I think you might have to trade, actually.
Yeah, I don't really see much. I think you have to trade queens here. Am I missing something, Christian?
Yeah, I think it's forced.
Damn. And you just don't want to get to an end game with just marauders and pawns when the opponent has 2 marauders and one of them's charged. I mean, there's just nothing here.
I mean, yeah, I think he has to trade.
Wow. Well, at least we got a clip in that semifinal game.
Now he's gonna want to move his king up. Yep.
Exactly. I don't really see any threat right now that White has. I mean, if White gets a charge on his marauder, you can just trade marauders, and then you're a marauder up versus a rook and a
He's moving
Yeah, I
his
guess
gold
now
pawn.
when you want some gold pawn cheese, yeah,
gold
and
pawn
hope that
cheese,
works.
bro, please.
I mean, there's just nothing. Even though files open up, he can just move his marauder over there.
Yeah, now the Cardinals threatened.
Everything is threatened now.
I guess you can move the cardinal back one.
And now that marauder is a queen.
And that marauder is charged up.
That marauder, well, not quite a queen, but basically a queen. And he's trying to get his marauder in here.
This is actually good play, I think, from Portgas, but it's just a little bit too
He
late.
dropped the rook, unfortunately, but
Yeah, this is looking like the end quickly.
Now it's a queen.
Takes the rook.
And that golden pawn is gone. He's just
and
going to
that's gonna
resign
be game.
there.
Stan
Wow.
Sifka, what a tournament.
Congratulations to Stan.
What a tournament. Impressive stuff, guys. And you have to go down to that strike move. I mean, new piece, winning the tournament in the semifinals, I feel like, in a game where he was really back against the wall there. That, to me, was the play of the tournament for sure. Christian, you
yeah, I like him playing it on like the B and G files. I think it's a good place to place it.
Yep.
Um,
Super impressive stuff here. What a tournament, guys. Just wanted to highlight some of these performances. Shite, incredible. If not seen this player before, goes on an incredible run. I mean, all the way from the play-ins. 1, 2, 3 victories and almost a win versus Stan. Some really impressive.
And he beats Mo, he beats Adam, 2 of our top
He
players.
beats Touch Me, yeah. And he beats Squidward. Squidward is another really great player that lost in the play-ins, so just impressive stuff. On the other side, nothing to say. I mean, just what a run. Shawson, what a run. Knocking out Bin. Kedshi knocked out Bin. Shawson knocked out Bloody Dimes.
Knocking out Kedgie's good. Kedgie's one of our older players.
This is a
very good.
really tough bracket for nothing to say.
I mean, beating Outcraft.
Beating
too, is-
Outcraft and beating Captain Yami. Captain Yami is an incredible player. Captain Yami's played about 2 tournaments and has placed in both of them. So these are just super tough wins. Beating Shawson, super tough. Just a really good performance from nothing to say. But he falls to Stan Sifka, who had an incredible tournament, knocking out Shite, knocking out Wes,
Wes in round 3.
knocking out Meow Meow, and then knocking out Meow 37. So a double Meow kill there for Stan Sifka. But all the way from the play-ins, you got to give that to him. What an impressive run. Sweet. I guess
yeah, what a prize pool! Like winning $1,000 for 4 Pixie chess games. You can't beat that.
Can't beat
Yeah.
that.
I mean, crazy.
Crazy stuff.
It's crazy to imagine some people didn't join this tournament today. We had a couple open spots, so if you want to, get a plan to get some money,
Yeah, amazing
escape the lower
stuff.
class.
Cool, guys. Well, we are going to drop. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching the stream. We will talk